Have you ever noticed when clouds appear in the Bible, they often signal God's presence? Now, the first time we see the word cloud in the Bible is in Genesis chapter 9, after the great worldwide flood, when God set his bow in the cloud. Cool fact, the Hebrew word here for bow is actually like a physical archer's bow. So when God hangs his bow in the cloud, it's not just a rainbow. It's this picture of him hanging away his weapon of destruction. And if we look at the rainbow as the arch of the bow, it's like it's now pointed to heaven. And some scholars see this as a hint that when the bow would strike again, it would strike up to heaven, strike God's own son Jesus, and take the penalty for humanity. So from after Genesis 9, clouds start showing up in various ways. On Mount Sinai, a thick cloud wrapped around the mountain for 6 days, as God gave the law to Moses. And in the wilderness, a thick cloud led the Israelites by day, guiding them, and even moved behind them to protect them from the Egyptians. Later, when Solomon dedicates the temple, the cloud fills the temple so much that the priests can't even stand to minister. God was in this cloud. The clouds were shielding his presence. Now, the Psalms say that the clouds are God's dark covering. And later on in Isaiah, it says that the Lord rides on a swift cloud. And in Nahum, it says that the clouds are the dust of God's feet. Literally, figuratively, maybe both. Because the clouds are now his covering, his chariot, and the dust of his feet. Then in the New Testament, in Matthew 17, mirroring Mount Sinai, on the Mount of Transfiguration, a bright cloud overshadows Jesus and his disciples. And when Jesus ascended into heaven, he was taken up and hidden by a cloud. Now, Matthew, Mark, and Revelation all speak into the second coming of Christ when he returns riding on a cloud, which is what Daniel prophetically saw when he said, "One like the Son of Man is coming, riding on the clouds." Revelation declares, "Behold, he's riding on a cloud, holding a sickle." So from the bow in the clouds, to the thick clouds over Sinai, the tabernacle, to the temple, to Jesus ascending, and to his final return, clouds in the Bible all lead us to one thing: the glory of God and the second coming of his son Jesus, riding on the clouds of heaven. Not a metaphor, not just weather, and it's happening sooner than you think. He's coming for a pure bride, undefiled, holy, lamps burning and ready.